All right, done a house call here with patient Kenny. Going to scan his right foot. I've already done a full exam of his transverse range of motion at his hip, and I can see that he can externally rotate more in his hip than he can internally rotate. So I'm going to hold the foot about halfway so he has equal range of motion, internal and external. Subtalar joint, I plumb line the Achilles back up to the ASIS, which I've already palpated, located. Talonavicular joint in a neutral position, navicular cuneiform metatarsal. And he's got a little bit of forefoot supinatus here. I'm going to scan that out, but I'm going to manipulate it by loading the sulcus right here while I scan. I'm going to take my pinky and push down on the cuneiform, and on the cuboid, and then I'm going to plantar flex the first metatarsal phalangeal joint so I get a perpendicular forefoot to the rear foot in this scan here. So I'm going to pull this up, get this lined up so I'm in the green, and get the foot lined up in the box, hit the center button with my thumb, start scanning, and I move it around, all those little bumps smooth out so I can go fairly quickly here. You can see my pinky where I'm holding that, get the posterior aspect of the foot, and that looks great. Let's stop that guy. That looks nice and smooth. Forefoot's totally perpendicular to that rear foot, and I'm really happy with that because when Kenny steps down, he does pronate quite a lot. He's got most of the issues right now with his left foot, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to mark off everything that I had done. I put the subtalar joint neutral, the forefoot was perpendicular to the rear foot, the plantar flexed first ray was in position to get the perpendicular alignment, and I suspended the sulcus. That's pretty much all I did. I didn't do those other three things. I'm going to save that scan. All right, that was a perfect scan, it says. Let's go over to the right foot, the left foot. Scan this left foot here. Scanner's loading. Again, I'm going to get the foot in position. This one actually, his left side internally rotates in his hip. The quality of the range of motion is a lot looser than the right side. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing. Palpated everything, I know where to be. And I'm not going to externally rotate this one at the hip as far. I'm going to keep it a little bit more like this simply because that's halfway between his available range of motion and the hip. And that helps get the rest of the tissue and the joints in a neutral position. Go ahead and relax, Kenny, if you can. Okay, perfect. I'm going to use my pinky on the cuboid here just to push that down to help get that calcaneus underneath that talus. So everything's in subtalar joint neutral. Bring this up closer. Here we go. Start with the button on the center button, thumb on the center button, and here we go. This looks great. Come up and get those toes, and we're looking good. Let's see how that came out. That is perfect. I can make out the metatarsal heads. The forefoot's totally lined up with the rear foot. I'm very happy how that came out. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead here and mark up all that I did, save that scan, and let's go ahead and place a device. We got our foot model here. That's good. Let's do our configurator. We're going to do a root control device, one of these, and the only thing I'm going to change actually is the posting. I'm going to do a rear foot post at 4 degrees extrinsic. Next, I'm going to review the order, and I'm going to place that order here. Good to go. Thanks for watching.